Oh, true. Alright, so you guys might not see this right here, but there's a new tripod my mom got me. She ordered it for me. And it also comes with a light, but I don't think we're gonna need the light right now. But now I can get some good lighting set up because that light, it pretty much has to be connected to a source of power or energy. And yeah, I could basically set that pretty much anywhere. So if it's brighter than like the phone flashlights, expect some pretty cool posing. It's gonna commence in the future. Oh, what the heck is this? Oh, busted. Nah, I'm fine. You're getting rich beyond. Oh shoot, busted. Cookie on the way to the gym. It's not a cookie. This is pumpkin pie. My goodness, I got two. Was that 2 plates? I'm tweaking. Today I was thinking about hitting legs, but I think I need a rest. I hate to have a rest day, but you need a rest every once in a while. But tomorrow will be legs. Like I said, I did order that. What's it called? Leg extension machine. Leg extension. It's acoustic leg extension / curl bench. And when I mean acoustic, I mean plate loaded, not on a cable. I don't know how long I'm gonna make this cardio, or how long I'm gonna record for. The plan is probably just record for 20 minutes because I don't think these cardio videos get that much, not attention. Yeah, I guess you could say attention. They don't get the span of views that my other videos would get. Some I think like chest, legs has a pretty good amount of views. Yeah. But I know like, who likes cardio. This is basically just me not yapping, but I'll touch on some subjects. I did get this question asked actually this morning. So oh, it was this morning or yesterday. I don't remember. Like, how long do you like work out for? And how I want to approach this question is not really how long. So, how do I say this? Quality over quantity. And when I mean quantity, I mean the amount of time that you work out. So, sure, I could work out 3 whole hours, but past the maybe like second hour, it's just gonna be kind of just what? I'll spin it this way. The third hour is just gonna be working out because I want to get to the third hour. So it's not really gonna be that much of, I guess, high intensity sets. You could do high intensity sets. Whoa, I said sets, not the other one. I have worked out for 3-4 hours, but in between those, I guess, hours, like over the summer, I'd be at the PF doing my main stuff. I finish, say, legs. It'll probably like an hour 30. Finish demolishing legs. Probably like a good 10 minutes of that is just checking out the pump. So I wouldn't really call that like actually working out. But say, then this is like an actual situation that happened. I'm about to leave. homeboy Jericho pulls up, and he's like, "Hey, down to hit." Wait, he was hitting. I think like we had like back and buys one time. I was like, you know what? And he's like, he had an extra scoop of Brie. He had some honey on him. Yeah, I mean, it was like, come on, like, well, how could I not say yes? Everything was provided for me. Homeboy even gave me a ride home. Yeah, good stuff. So stuff like that. I still was pretty, I guess, sore afterwards. So that's why I guess focusing on. I'm contradicting myself now, but it just depends how you go at it. Because if you have a proper schedule down, some people just do full body workout. I'm more one to lean towards like a split, and I've said this in previous videos. I'm more leaning towards a push pull legs. So probably push pull legs, rest. But obviously today would be legs if I did that. So I think it's push pull legs, push pull rest, and then legs, and then yeah. Oh my goodness. But to answer that main question, how long do I work out? It's gonna be like an hour to 2, and you gotta keep in mind that at least it just depends what I'm hitting. If it's like shoulders, it's gonna take no more than an hour. If it's gonna be like legs, it might be a little more than an hour, just because I like to take a good amount of rest in between sets, just because I believe that legs, which was a big muscle group. I mean, I just picked the biggest. Oh yeah, well, let's just go on for legs. Legs, you need like a good amount of time, not just to recover the actual muscles of the legs, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna be fatigued for a little while after not all my sets of legs, but most of my sets of legs. You always hear me. It's tiring. I guess that's what. I don't think that's the reason why people don't hit legs, but legs is tiring. If it's like a set of shoulders, I could be back in the zone in like a minute. Biceps, same thing. Back in the zone in a minute. But I guess since I'm talking squats, but even like for leg extensions and all that, if you're going at a level of intensity that you will need more rest, then it is appropriate to make your workouts longer just so you have more rest. Because if you're just going off, it's such a I guess novice way of going at lifting. If you say, all right, I'm gonna work out for 1 hour and then I'm done. Like, if you just do that and like you say how am I gonna say this? You only got 5 actual sets in, because if you're a new lifter, you're not gonna know what you're doing. Heck, I'll be surprised if you even make it to 5 sets. But if you get to the hour mark and you're like, all right, we're done, and say you still had more. Oh, okay. Well, this doesn't go to newer lifters. As newer lifters, you're gonna make gains regardless. But say you're an intermediate. I would classify myself as a. Oh my goodness, that's a good question. That's a good. It makes me think, basically. What am I? Am I a beginner or novice? Intermediate? I say more it's like towards intermediate advanced. I know a thing or two, but obviously there's still some room to improve. And I don't even think if you get to the advanced level, like, would that just be science-based lifting? Because a science-based lifter would say a bro science lifter is a intermediate or novice. but same the other way around. Oh no. But let's get back to the. This is like a good yap video. Yeah, so your workouts shouldn't really be based off how long they are. They should be more of. I know that you don't want to go for it. You do want to go. I love a pump. Who doesn't? But don't. I guess point is not to shoot for a pump, but you can always get a pump. You can get a pump at your workout. Pump is just blood flowing to the muscle. But as long as you're going heavier than last time. Oh my goodness, I just lost where the heck I was in this conversation. Frick. What the heck was I talking about? Oh, okay. Frick. I just lost track again. I need more of that pumpkin pie, to be honest. Alright, but I know like the rough idea we were talking about, like we were talking about how long you should work out. I'm pretty sure I'm just going in a circle in my conversation. Point is, focus on sets rather than working out, rather than how long you're working out. Because the same person that works out for 3 hours, another person will get the same amount of work and the same results are just working 1 hour. Heck, there's I think called high intensity training where they just work like 45 minutes, 30 minutes. There's a lot of ways to go at building muscle. It's more of a there's a lot of variations like no I think that's the right word. A lot of variables, there you go, that comes to building muscle, because lifting weights is just the stimuli of your muscles. And how about if you didn't have your diet in check? How's your muscles gonna repair itself? How's that gonna affect you in the gym? How's it gonna affect your mental mood? Stuff like that is when you get more understanding and more of a drive to want to build muscle. So I'll just like talk about the main points of building muscle. So, number one, you hear this all the time. Protein. Protein builds, I'm pretty sure, is the only macronutrient that aids in muscle repair. So, I recommend 0.7, because I know some people, my homeboy, he's 240, and he's like 240 grams of protein. That's a lot. And I do get that some people are in the situations where they're just not able to get 240 grams of protein, which I get it. Fortunately, I'm not in that situation. But at the very least, I recommend 0.7 grams of protein per pound of body weight. I don't know if there's any non-American people watching this, but that would be, I don't know. I don't want to butcher this now. 0.6? No, 0.6. 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram. I might be wrong on that, but I think that sounds about right. And then I think 2.2 kilograms of protein, or grams of protein per kilogram. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that somewhere. Yeah, that. I recommend a good diet. Yeah, balanced. I need to do like better work on this, but last time I did a full day of eating, it seemed pretty alright. Make sure you're getting enough fats, because your fats have control of your hormones. What else? I think just like functionality of like your brain. You need fats, or else like you just be, I don't know, a low chromie person. But yeah, carbs. Some people do cut off carbs completely, which I don't know how you do that. I haven't. But carbs are glucose, so carbs, when they get put into your body, it just translates into glucose, which is sugar. Excuse me. That's why you hear like people calling sugar simple carb. I think simple carbs. Yeah, they call it simple carbs, fast acting carbs, stuff like that. But oh yeah, that. But protein, you're gonna want to get that dialed in. If you get protein dialed in, pretty much I don't care which or yeah, I mean I could care less of what you fill in on the rest. As long as you get your protein in, you should be set on building muscle. Then next is gonna be properly going at a weight training routine. Again, with that stuff you learn as you go, but if you have someone that's willing to take you under their wing, that I wish I had that. I would have. I mean, kind of. I guess Coach was that, but like, he was more. He's more of like a old school. Like he calls cable flies, body sculpting. Like, he's more of a power lift. Yeah, maybe again it just depends your goals. But some stuff that he does, like for example, he if you go like say sets of 4, if he sees you going slow on that weight, like exploding out like with the tempo, he's like, no, bust him out. Hey, but that's not the point. Yeah, as much as I love Coach, he's more of a old school type guy. But yeah, if you're going on the sense of when I mean building muscle, building muscle is different. I say it's different from building strength, because for strength, I mean it's pretty much it's some muscle. Muscles just allow you to lift the weight. I believe. I might be wrong on that. I could be wrong there. I'm not gonna speak for something that I'm unaware of. But when you want to build a aesthetically pleasing physique, you want to more focus on hitting your workouts towards like a hypertrophic. I don't know. No, hypertrophy way. So that's gonna be what? Instead of focusing on sets of 4, 6, I say, and especially when you're starting, I'll get back to this, but let's go to like when you're starting. When you're starting, I recommend like high rep sets. Why? Just because I feel like when you're just starting, you have to get like the gist of it. You have to know how it's like even just moving around anyway. You could do that on lower reps, but I feel like if you're new, you don't know what you're doing, and say you're alone, you don't have any guide. But there is a lot of stuff online that you can search up how to do this, how to do that, and that is helpful. I recommend you go out and do that. Who knows? I might throw in a video here and there. But what's it called? Oh yeah. When you want to focus on more hypertrophy, you want to not loiter. You want to wander around in the rep range from 8. I see it's like 12 reps. You can go more. You see me doing sets of more than 15 on squat. That's different though. That's a topic for another day. But yeah, that training, diet. What else is there? Oh, most important. I didn't know. Would I say this most important? Yeah, I'll say this is the most important. Your sleep. How you wake up, how you're gonna go to sleep. Just getting that quality REM, which is rapid eye movement sleep, is the pinnacle of repairing your muscle, recovering. All that happens in your sleep. If you can't get good sleep, then I'm not gonna say you're killing your gains, but in more of a bigger picture, 1, you're degrading your quality of life. 2, what else? Yeah, I mean the one just covered pretty much everything. Your life's gonna be kind of garbage. Uh, you're gonna feel more fatigued. If you are like really really tired, it feels like everything's fake. I don't know if you guys ever get that, but I mean that's like if you don't get sleep. Oh, what else? Your gains will suffer. So yeah, if you're really serious about this, I've said this to some people, like, how badly do you want it? Because I mean, not in a selfish way, but to them, it seems. I'm not gonna say this is like the hardest thing in the world, but you wanna what? I should say you wanna need, yeah, you wanna need this. You don't wanna. Oh, I want to try to do that. You're like, no, I need that. I need it. I can't live without it. I need it like water. I need it like food. I need it like a necessity. Or you really don't need like a very good physique, but you want to put yourself under the delusion that you do need it, like you're gonna die without it. Because if you don't want it like that, I mean, this is just coming from, if I want to coach you, I don't know if I want to help you. I'll help you somewhat. But like, if you don't want it, if you don't want to put in the work for it, if you don't want to put in thousands of hours to get your dream physique, then you might as well just not do it anyways. You might as well just give up. Again, I don't know, like, now this is very pessimistic of me, but why would you say that you want something, but then you're not willing to put in the effort that it takes to reach out to your dreams? Yeah, it's only a dream until you actually go out and do it. Because I never, no, I'm not gonna say I never thought I look like this, but old me would say, no way he'd be 180. I'd say I'm pretty lean. I have some meat on here, but I would never think that I would be muscular. My whole point of losing weight was just to. So, yeah, let me talk about this. So, I always thought that skinny people had fast metabolisms, fatter people had slow metabolisms. But I truly believe that that's just a myth. Sure, you may. What? Actually, no. What the heck was I going to talk about there? What I was going to say is, I believe that the metabolism is just how hungry you feel or how satiated you feel from any food. Because I've been at both, but I'm kind of more of a big eater. So when you're a bigger guy and say you've been like that most of your life, you obviously have an appetite. You're not big for no reason. You're not big because I got a slow metabolism. That's just straight BS. Or a skinnier person. I'm skinny because I was a fast metabolism. Yes, you're skinny because you don't eat enough. You're fat because you eat too much, or you're the same because you're just on the dot of you're just on the dot of maintaining your weight. So, what else was I talking? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I just went on a rant about like freaking what calories. Oh yeah, but yeah. So how badly do you want it if you're not willing to put in thousands of hours of your life to this one thing? And this goes to anything in life. I know I'm one to talk because I'm still 17, but I don't take this coming from like an egotistical standpoint, but I have a better physique than the average American adult. And especially if you're in America, it's not that hard to set yourself apart from the average American. Average American has trash diet, poor sleep. Yeah, I could rant on forever. But just getting your stuff in diet wise, at least lifting some weights sets you so much apart from what the herd of sheep. And I'm kind of like what are they called, shepherds? Yeah, I'm kind of like a shepherd, because I see all these people indulge in, because I say this to my grandma sometimes. It's hard to cut off all like the junk, but even I'm a hypocrite in my own saying. I don't fully cut off the junk. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I mean, freaking this freaking pumpkin pie. Come on now. There's freaking no food, but the point is not to cut off everything that you love, because that only lasts for so long, especially when it comes to like diet. Because what? A diet should be something that you could stick for the rest of your life. It shouldn't have to be, because I don't get me wrong, I love rice and chicken, but who wants that their whole life? Who? And if someone says they do want it their whole life, are they really gonna stick to it? Probably not. It takes a good freaking mindset to. That's another thing where, like, if you really set your mind towards it, you could, but that's gonna suck. But yeah, I think that covers everything about how to build muscle. Eat. What else? Yeah, obviously lift. Protein. Sleep. And repeat, it's more about consistency than it is, say, intensity of workout. Obviously go intense still, but the person who does, say, once a week, maybe like once every 2 weeks training, is always going to lose to the person who's just consistent, who has their stuff dialed in. They might be going slow, but that's going to be much more effective in the long run, because if they go like once every 2 weeks, that's just an example. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to point at anybody. Do they really want the physique? Yeah, it all boils down to how badly you want it, how badly you're willing to give up hours of your life, days, months, years. How much drive you have? Because once you get on it, pause, it's pretty easy to maintain. Because, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I gotta say. I don't want to keep just ranting, because my 30 minutes of cardio is almost done. But, yeah, that's pretty much all I need to talk about building muscle-wise. What else can I talk about? Oh, I can talk about why I'm doing cardio. So I can eat more. And yeah, that's the main reason. Just the side effects are a healthier heart, more endurance. More endurance means you can get more work done during your sets of actual like weightlifting. Since if you do high reps, you won't get gassed out as easily. Yeah, but basically, I just want to eat more. I'm telling you, I'm a big eater. Oh, I didn't explain this. So when I first lost weight, and okay, no, I know exactly where I got off track on the rant. I was talking about fast, slow metabolisms. I thought that skinnier people had a fast metabolism. So my main point of the weight loss, I didn't care about muscle at the time. Get skinny, I could eat whatever I want and not get fat. But when you come back to reality, you just realize that it's all about calories in, calories out, stuff like that, and yeah. I mean, I don't know what the heck I was zoning out right there for. But yeah, I regret cutting all the way down from. I was 230. My lightest I was like 240 or 240, 140. Excuse me. And do I regret going down? No, obviously, because you can't just change your time and change your stuff. But I'm back at 180. Wouldn't it be responsible for me just to, if anything, cut very, very slowly? I'd have less loose skin, etc. But yeah, that's 30 minutes of my cardio. I guess we'll cut to an intro and outro. All right. Whoa, another freaking piece of pumpkin pie, huh? Let's see how I can set this up. That's fine. So, that calls today's video. It was just cardio. Tomorrow will be the leg day. Oh, and then tomorrow I also gotta be somewhere. But I believe I should be able to bust out a video in the morning. Hopefully edit it. And then I'll be uploading it while I'm doing something. I guess if you guys really want to know what I'm doing, I'm going to a birthday party. So, that'll be fun. If anything, I shouldn't be eating this. So, okay. So on the cut, the main reason why I don't like to eat junk food excuse my laughing, but it's just for the reason because I want to look good. And I know it doesn't really affect, say, two of these has like, I probably had like 40 grams of sugar, right? Those two, whatever these are. Oh, the pumpkin pie. But it has little to no effect on your physical appearance. I don't want to start ranting, but I like to be in the delusion that it does. Just because if I cared about my internal health, I wouldn't care. Like if I looked good and I could eat like garbage, I would. Which you could. I don't know. I don't want to do that because if it does end up working, which I know it will, I'll get in the trap of just eating junk. So I like to live in the delusion when I'm on the cut that it does have an effect on your physical. It doesn't have direct correlation, but what was I gonna say? Come on now. Yeah, I don't know why I'm forgetting a lot. Yeah, on the cut, I would try my best to stay away from junk. Just because for the reason, it's a lot of calories. The only reason I'm eating this, and I don't know, y'all keep it honest with you. I haven't had pumpkin pie in freaking a year. It was like last probably, when was my last pumpkin pie? I don't know. But since I'm on the bulk, I want to really enjoy stuff. And not just food, but the amount of weight I'm moving, stuff like that. In class, in class in school, I'm like, last cut, you would never catch me eating at school. I mean, sometimes, But you'll never catch me eating junk at school. Even at home, you wouldn't catch me eating any junk. But you can't just completely, like I said earlier, you can't just completely cut it out. And I don't want to make this video too long, so enough yapping. That's a topic for another day. Hopefully you guys have a good day. If your day's getting started, hopefully you're gonna have a good one. And other than that, today's day 28. See you tomorrow, day 29, leg day. Excited for that.